Welcome back to another video. PokeExode here, and today is going to be a different kind of video. Today I'm actually going to be kind of going over and opening some returns from PSA that I have gotten. Now, the cards that I had submitted were all pulled before I started doing videos, so these cards pretty much weren't in any of the videos, but I wanted to kind of do a video just to, just see what kind of grades we get, and some of the cards that I did submit are pretty good cards, so I feel like you guys would enjoy them as well. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so I got them all out, and I pretty much got them all here. So today's video is probably going to be kind of short. Since this was my first submission, I didn't really put a lot of cards just because I didn't have a lot of cards to kind of send for submission that I would have deemed, necessary. Because, whenever you send these cards off, of course you want them to be in the best condition possible in order to get, the best grade possible, which would be a 10. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with our first one here. So just seeing how things are, I think it's a little off from left to right, but okay. So I do remember putting this one in. I just felt like grading this just because even though it's a Celebrations, Umbreon is my favorite Pokemon, and even though this isn't, the real Umbreon Gold Star, I just feel like it would have been a cool card just to have in the collection itself. So with how things are, I'd probably say it's a 9 or so. It could be a 10, but I do think it's a little off from left to right, but I could be wrong. So let's see what that is with the grade, and we get a Gem Mint 10. All right, that's awesome. I guess I would have thought that this was a little off from left to right, but hey, I'll take it. Gem Mint 10, that's amazing. So that's really cool that this specific card got a Gem Mint 10. Umbreon is definitely one of my favorite Pokemon, so I'm very happy with that. Alright, moving on to our second one here. Alright. Doesn't look too bad. Corners are looking pretty good. There might be something up there. There's like a little... there could be something. Let's see. It looks a little off, but hey, who knows. Alright, so this is the Galarian Berserker alt art from Lost Origin. Alright. Looks pretty nice. Again, this is probably either a 9 or it could be a 10. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. And it's a Mint 9. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright. Go ahead and put that there. Separate the 10s and the 9s, just to see what we get. Alright. Moving on to our next card here. This looks actually pretty nice with the spacing. I don't really see any issues with the corners or anything. It could be like a little off from left to right. But other than that, not too shabby. Alright, so this is the Radiant Charizard from Pokemon Go. So spacing, everything looks alright. Now, let's see. Yeah, not too bad. So let's see what we get with this one. And Gem Mint 10. Alright. So that will make 2 for today's opening. Gem Mint 10. That is amazing. That, you know, two cards that are PSA 10. Now, of course, with the respective labels, I will also be displaying the price that specific graded card typically goes for as of the recording, just to give you guys some more information. Alright, so now to go into our next card here. It's a Japanese card. Let's see. Again, looks a little off from left to right, but you know, never know. But it doesn't look like there's any like corner damage. There might be something up there. But let's see. Alright, so this is the Frenzen Galar, I think. Yeah. So from the VMAX Climax. Alright. Looks pretty good. I'd say either, you know, again, either a 9 or 10. So let's go ahead and see what we get. It's a Mint 9. That's not bad. Definitely probably with the spacing. There's probably, might be actually like a print line or something there at the top that I did not see. There's like this line that goes across the entire card. So that's a little unfortunate. Unless that's just how it is. But yeah, a 9, you know, I'll take it. You know, I've always kind of, going into this, since this is pretty much my first submission to PSA, I'll take a 9, you know. I'll even take an 8. But anything below that, unless, you know, it's like super vintage cards that, you know, I'll know that will get a lower score. Other than that, you know, I'll take 8s, 9s, and 10s. 10s preferably, of course. Alright, let's move on to our next one. So this one, it's a little off from, you can see it's pretty off. Alright, so this is actually the Lugia V alt art that I pulled from one of the earlier openings. So if you didn't watch that, then I guess you'll know that I pulled it. But I do recommend checking that video out. Just in general, it was a pretty nice opening overall. You know, I'm hoping to get a 10, but with the spacing and stuff, it kind of tells me it's probably going to be a 9. So I guess we'll just see what we get. Yeah, Mint 9. It's probably a little expected. Nothing with the corners or anything. I'm pretty sure we probably got a 9 because there's either probably something on here, and then of course the spacing is pretty off from top to bottom and left to right. Alright, and then we have our last one. So it's in the sleeve. So this was actually a solo submission, just because the price was out of the range for these ones. I went with a different service to get those graded, or service level to get those graded, and this one I had to go a little more. So this one is actually, you see it, yep, it is the Moonbryon from Evolving Skies, the Pokemon card that everyone is trying to get. Now, I really wanted to get this graded, but something's telling me that from top to bottom, like, look at this spacing, it's definitely not good, at least from top to bottom. It might be like a little off But if only they cut it just a little more, down, I think that would be pretty even. In terms of the actual card itself, I think we're pretty good on that front. So let's go ahead and see what we get. And we get a mint 9. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. It's unfortunate that I didn't get 10 on that one. But I'm happy with a 9. Last I checked, a PSA 9 graded Moonbreon is like going for like 550 or so, just around in the 500s. So that's pretty amazing in itself. So with that, I'm kind of happy that we at least got 2 Gym Mint 10 cards. Of course, one being from the classic collections, the Umbreon Gold Star, and then of course the Pokemon Go Radiant Charizard. So I'm really happy that those 2. Even though Lugia didn't get a PSA 10 or the Moonbreon, I would have actually really loved that this card, despite the spacing there in the back, if it somehow just got a PSA 10, it would make me really happy. I know that the Beckett Black label, the black label card or like graded card goes for so much. That black label is like something that people strive for, and I just think it's pretty insane overall that people pay pretty much for the black label itself, pretty much indicating that the card is perfect in every way. Now, will I ever use any of those services? Maybe in the future, but I think for now, I think I'm pretty happy with my return from PSA, considering it's my first one, and I'll probably be doing more in the future. I know I've opened a lot of pretty good, I've received a lot of good cards since then, so I kind of have an idea of what to submit next. But with all that said and done, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe. If you like the content, I try to put at least 2 good videos out every week. There is eventual plans to do kind of bigger and older sets, but of course I gotta find the time to get all that squared away. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and with that said, I will see you guys in the next one.